Hello everybody and welcome to my 4th ever Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. This is a 4th gen match against someone I met on Cerebi. Let's get it started. Alright, this is take 2 because my first one just kind of stopped recording. But he's going to lead off with his Electivire. I'm going to lead off with my Sandslash as always. Now I figured he'd switch out here, not knowing he had the Ice Punch. I'm not familiar with an Electivire at all. So he ends up going for the Ice Punch. It does a little over half. I go for my Stealth Rocks, just because this is what that Sandslash, whose main purpose is, and also to be a boss if need be. He ends up taking me out with another Ice Punch, which I'm not too worried about because, you know, Sandslash did his job. So I go with my Gastrodon because after looking at my team for a while, I decided that he was the only one who could effectively take an Ice Punch. And I was right. Nothing else could take an Ice Punch as well as this guy. But he goes for the Cross Chop here, and I'm going to go for the Toxic and miss. And it's really made me mad. But I'm going to go for it again this turn as he goes for the Earthquake, which does a lot, and I was worried because I need this Gastrodon alive to take down this Electivire because I have nothing else that can. So I end up going for the Toxic. It hits. My plan here is to try and survive another Earthquake and recover. And recover stall this guy as long as I can, just to get that poison damage racking up. Which reminds me of earlier, I had a match where it was my Gastrodon and my Jolteon against the Choice Scarfed Blissey. And that ended up just being one giant stall war. Took 5 minutes, he eventually fled. But I end up getting the recover back into the green. I know I can take another Earthquake. I'm just going to recover it back off, get more poison damage back on this guy. And we're going to be good to go. This is all just part of my plan. I was afraid of this Electivire at first because I don't really have anything to take a Thunderbolt except for this Gastrodon and my Sandslash. And I had nothing to take an Ice Punch besides this Gastrodon. And Cross Chop and Earthquake. I can take an Earthquake with my Gengar. I don't know about, and Cross Chop. But that thing just worried me a lot. So he ended up switching out because he knew what I was going to do. Try and stall him out. I go for the Ice Beam on the switch. It goes into his Slacking. And I'm predicting a fighting move or a ground type move on my Gastrodon. So I end up switching to my Gengar to take it because of Levitate and being a ghost type. He ends up going into a Togekiss. But I predicted him to stay in. So I went for a Focus Blast, and I missed. Well, which really sucked. And I ended up going out to my Jolteon as he goes for the Psychic, which I did not think I would take very well, and I don't. This Psychic, that's well over half. Little over half. I don't know the differences, but I go for the Thunderbolt because I am Choice Specs Jolteon, and I do not take crap from anybody at all. That's enough to take it out because, well, I am max special attack, max speed, Choice Specs Jolteon, and then sends out this Typhlosion, and I'm not worried about this Typhlosion either. I have things that can take care of this Typhlosion, but I just stay with my Jolteon because I figured that from past experience, this Thunderbolt from my Jolteon could take out a Typhlosion easily. And guess what? It does. So now he's down two Pokemon. He ends up going back to his Electivire. And I'm thinking, okay, I am stuck in the Thunderbolt. I'm not going to try hitting that with Electivire with it. And I predict the Earthquake, actually, on this. That's why I switched out. I predict the Earthquake, so I go into my Gengar, which misses, of course. And I go for the Shadow Ball, which would be more than enough to take it out. I am Choice Scarfed, so I am stuck in the Shadow Ball. So whatever comes in next is going to have to take one, or I'm going to have to switch out. He ends up going to a Staraptor. Shadow Ball doesn't affect Staraptor, doesn't affect flying types and normal types, I think, because they have a normal subtype. Anyways, he brings in Staraptor. I decide to switch out into my Jolteon, thinking I could take an attack. He ends up going for the Brave Bird. That's going to be more than enough to take out my Jolteon, because it's not really trained in defense, and even though it's resisted, it's probably well over enough to take it out. So, I was contemplating what to do here. I was originally going to go with my Gastrodon, Ice Beam it, but then I remembered my Gengar has Thunderbolt. So I go for the T-Bolt on this Staraptor, and that's gonna be more than enough to take it out from green. So bye-bye Staraptor, thank you for coming. It was a wonderful time, I must admit. So Staraptor faints. I'm stuck into the T-Bolt. He goes into his Dragonite. It's neutral damage, so I figured I should just go for it. He takes rocks damage. I figured this would do half from the HP as is now, so I could take it out with 2. Looking at this, I don't think I would have been able to take it out with the second Thunderbolt, but it wouldn't matter because he goes to the Outrage here, and that's going to be able to take out my Gengar. So that is the end of Gengar here. And now is the time where I go into my boss of Gastrodon to Ice Beam this Dragonite, which will be easily able to take it out. And I knew that this Gastrodon could take an Outrage, because it's a Gastrodon. Gastrodon is awesome, and I love him. Her. Gastrodon. Anyways, so he goes second turn Outrage. I go for the Ice Beam after living with 62 HP. That's going to be enough to take out this Dragonite. And that makes me one happy camper. Because that is one dead Dragonite. And I like dead Dragonites. Dead Dragonites are good. He's going back into Slacking. I think I went for the Toxic here, because I knew this thing would be a pain to take out. And he goes to the Giga Impact. That's going to be enough to take out my Gastrodon. But he did his job. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him a lot. So he ends up being fodder. Going to my Zangoose. The Slacking's going to loaf around for a turn, so I take this chance to set up a Swords Dance. And I was going to go for a Sucker Punch here, because I knew he'd go for the Hammer Arm. But I misclicked. Night Slash. I don't know if Sucker Punch would have killed. But Night Slash got it down really deep into the red. And my Life Orb recoil, of course. So he goes to the Hammer Arm. That's going to be enough to take out my Zangoose. I'm actually thinking of getting rid of Life Orb and giving it a Focus Sash, honestly. Because that thing cannot take a hit worth crap. So I think a Focus Sash would actually do better. I'm going to have to change that. So I go into my Dodrio as my last Pokemon. And I was contemplating just going for a Quick Attack. And because he's loafing around, so if it didn't kill him, I could kill him with another one. But I ended up just going for the Brave Bird. This is the first time my Dodrio's ever actually killed something, because I've never been able to use it. And I really do want to. I like Dodrio. I really want to use it. But, that's all for this match. Thank you all for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe, of course. I appreciate everyone who watches this video, and I encourage you to give me any advice that you can. It would be very much appreciated. I will see you guys later.